Hello.
We're back.
Yeah, another Sunday. We're back again.
First show 2024.
Yeah, first show 2024. Yep.
Oh dear. So yeah, been crazy. I'm still in the midst of building here, but it's coming along. It really is. It's almost there. I hooked up all the webcams and everything today. They all are working perfectly, which I thought, wow, something's not going right here because that doesn't normally happen to me. But everything's up and running in that sense. I've just got to finish bits off and then I'll be finally ready to go again. But,
it takes a while, but you'll get there. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be up and running before the end of the next week.
My Saturday night consisted of scanning 19 magazines for 3 hours.
Oh,
instructions and sorting them all out, ready to build.
Well, there you go. So you're going to be very busy.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of a backlog, I've noticed, but it's just, I'm kind of I'm going to come back when I'm all fully ready because I'm probably not going to take another YouTube break for quite some time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the time I've got now. And then, what it's like with the YouTube and the algorithm or whatever it is. And so while it's now at the moment, it's quite low, I'm just going to use that time to get everything perfect. And then once it is, spot on. So I'll be happy. Very happy.
Yeah. And we'll all be happy when you're back as well. So, we'll all be here even with so we'll be fine. He'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Everything will be fine.
It's just I was so chuffed when it all worked today. I was just like, that doesn't normally happen. I'm normally up and down on the floor at the back of the computer, checking what's not plugged in, checking with
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. So how are you, Kev?
Yeah, good. Yeah, nice quiet new year. On the partwork side, it's been really quiet. I think it's just sort of the lull before the storm. There's a lot still to come out, so there's a lot.
There is a lot. I will say
it's a bit of a calming period because we've got. I don't think no deliveries are happening at the moment. So
I've had a notification of deliveries, but I know they're all coming to the right address, which is great. But just waiting for it all to kick back off again. So that should be fun. I'll get to know the postman a bit more.
Yeah, he's going to love you.
Never mind the Lancaster coming. I'm waiting for that to come. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah. The issue 2's in the newsagents this Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. So I've done issue 1 of it.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed. The test board for it is very similar to the Titanic test board, apart from it's just got an extra slot in it.
Yeah.
But I was quite impressed. Very similar to the Spitfire, I've got to admit, the way it's constructed. But I think it's a case of a lot of people have been put off by the Spitfire, and I think it's a case of using what we learned there and applying it to what we know now.
Yeah, I've seen a few people on the Facebook group saying that they're not too sure because they had problems with the Spitfire. And I've also seen problems saying it's not as accurate as it should be. Things. Yeah. I've even seen people saying that propellers or the test motor is running in the wrong direction. I've had all of that. You know what it's like. You get your enthusiasts there, and they know everything, and they pick it straight up as well. It's really clever. I've already seen it on the group saying that the propeller, hopefully, when it goes onto the plane, it's spinning the right way, but the test thing shows it's spinning in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Supposed to, I think someone said it's spinning clockwise. It should be spinning anti-clockwise. But
would not have a clue.
It's like that with me.
I am not got a clue. The other good thing though is the Fan Home Partwork group, Facebook group we set up has gone crazy over the last week. In 1 week, we've had over 100 members join.
Yeah, it's doing really well at the moment.
Yeah, it really is. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've now got the computer set up, which means I'm able to be on the internet a bit more.
Yeah.
And is crazy. I think before I came on, I had to accept another 7 people or something and write another welcome post. It's been crazy, but it's really good that people are coming to the group and sharing their experiences.
Yeah, it's great as well because everything's sort of centralized, so you can talk about all fan home stuff in the group.
Yeah.
We let everyone know what's going on with messages coming from fan home as well. So
yeah, so fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give a shout out before we go through the chat. And that is a shout out to Horlicks. Now, he is going to be building another model for Ian at Partwork Upgrades, as we all know. And he's going to be basically doing the LaFerrari. And it's going to be a live build on a Monday night. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Horlicks' channel in the chat. So please go ahead and over to Horlicks and subscribe. I mean, Horlicks was around on YouTube before even I was around on YouTube. He's been around since the Eagle Moth 3D printer days.
Yeah.
I was right at the beginning with the DeLorean as well. So been around a while. So yeah, he did the Leopard for Ian, the Leopard tank from Agora. And Ian again has asked him to do the LaFerrari, and that will be live on the 15th of January, roughly around 8 o'clock. Now, when I say roughly around 8 o'clock, is we do have another live show before that, which is Julie's Doll's House at 7. It depends how long that goes. It could be 8 o'clock. It could be 8:30. So keep an eye out. But if you're not, if you go over and subscribe, you'll get the notification. If you also hit that the notification bell as well, and it looks like it's going to be a really good build. And I think I'm helping with it as well. So
cool.
Either instructions or chat. So yeah, I said I don't mind coming and helping. So that's a massive shout out to Horlicks. So good luck, Horlicks, for that one.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, can't wait to see it. And
also, we also mentioned about the Partwork Awards. Now, is the voting closed now?
No, they're still open until the 8th, but it's the 9th, really. It's like midnight on the 8th. So over here, be midnight in the UK.
Yeah.
So going into the night. So yeah, Monday.
Right. So tomorrow night will be the last night for the awards.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of posts tomorrow, try and get a final push in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. That sounds really good. I'm looking forward to it. I am. Don't think I'll do anything this year because it's been a bit of a slow year for me, but
no, I think you've done really well. I think we've all done really well actually with what we've had and problems, stop starting and everything else. I think, and with all the new builds we've had as well.
Yeah.
And the choice and stuff. So yeah, we've all done really well this year.
A lot of new builds. New builds.
Yeah. There's still more to come.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to start going through some of this chat because we've got a load in as per usual. First, well, not first because I've got D going saying hello to Peter Webster first, but we've got Burgess saying I'm not too early. So hi, Burgess.
Hey. Hi, Burgess.
Thank you for coming along. Burgess says maybe D is a clairvoyant and I can see the ghost of the chatters that come too early. I tell you the truth, I'm normally quite early for chats. I don't know why. I'm normally there about half an hour before it starts as soon as I get the notification. So yeah. Next we've got D Harris says, evening Mark and Kev, trust you both well. So evening D.
Hi D. Yeah, we're very well, thank you.
And Burgess says, yeah, YouTube purges messages that are way too early. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and that. And also, I think YouTube have been cracking down a lot lately on live streams and videos and stuff.
Yeah, they did. There was just for terms and conditions, and they changed the algorithm and they changed a lot of their policies as well. A lot of it was around live streaming.
Yeah.
Monetization and stuff like that. There was loads of changes. I also think they have like a bit of a clear out every year. And so I think that's what they're doing at the moment, just sort of redefining it a bit.
Next we've got Dave Matt Bills that says, "Good evening, Mark and Kevin. Have a great stream tonight. Thank you, Dave Matt. Welcome to the show."
Dave.
And we've got Spider Crew says, "Hi, Mark again, Kev, and all. How is everyone? I'm good. I'll be glad when I'm building again." That's all I can say. I did do in a live stream last week. I did do issue 1 of the Lancaster, and it was good to be doing it again. To be honest with you, it just felt like coming home, basically. But I will be. I am building a Lancaster, but I'm waiting until I get mine from Hachette, and then I'll start doing issue 1 of that one, ready to go. So
yeah, and for £2 at the newsagents, it's worth just to grab a couple. And
well, to be honest with you, I was talking to Julie about it. I said, well, for £1.99, it's not bad. I mean, we've got a motor, propeller, and bits and pieces. I said sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. The good thing is it's cheap and it's an issue 1. The bad thing is when I bought Julie issue 1 of the Disney Doll's House, she hasn't, not Doll's House, issue 1 of the Disney Cross Stitch, she hasn't stopped cross stitching since.
Right.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah.
We've got Peter Webster says, "Hi, Mark and Kev." Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Let's have a look. And then we've got Horlicks says, "Good evening, all." Evening, Horlicks.
Hi, Horlicks.
Welcome to the show. And he says, "How is all?" I'm good.
Good. Yeah. Just all good here.
I'll be glad when I'm not up and down under a bench trying to plug in wires and do goodness knows what. And yeah. So let me go. So again, Peter's on your channel saying hi, Kevin Mark. So hi again, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
And then Hollick says, "I'm good, thanks. Making a roast dinner at the moment. I wish."
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's made me hungry. We've got Lee from Anfield Road Layout in the Loft that says Anfield Road Raid. So hi, Lee. Thank you for coming along.
Hi, Lee.
I did pop into his stream earlier and he said he was going to come over at 7. So thank you, Lee. And then Stephen Belcher says hi all. So hi, Stephen. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to go. Yeah. And then we've got Ian Campbell says hello all. So
hi Ian.
Hope you're well, Ian.
Yeah.
Also, I'll mention with Ian, he has got another builder's cushion out.
Oh, right. Okay.
So this is for a ship. This is for like the Titanic. And it's a long, thin one, so you can rest the whole lot. So if you haven't seen it, head over to Partwork Upgrades and get your order in. So
yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Right. So and then we've got Horlicks again. Says hi, Mark and Kev. So hi, Horlicks.
Hi.
Then we've got Paul Jordan in saying hi, Kev and Mark, and all in chat. So hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
And then Horlicks says, "Welcome to 2024. Let's pray it turns into a good year." I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Just before Christmas, I lost my grandma. So, well, actually, it was the 23rd of December I lost my grandma. So it just wrote off 2023 for us.
Yeah.
And then 4 days later, her brother passed away of the same illness.
Right. Yeah, I mean, last year, on my dad's side, my cousin, the dad, my uncle was very, very ill. He passed away.
Yeah.
3 weeks after that, my cousin passed away, same family. And then 4 weeks after that, my auntie passed away. All in the same family. So it's completely this was back in October. It completely devastated their family. But yeah, let's just hope 2024 is a much better year for all of everyone.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. See, the thing about my grandma is she was a very difficult person. So she was going to go out. She'd go out in style.
Yeah.
Do it when everything is shut down. You can't do anything. And yeah, make it as difficult as possible. So yeah. Next, we've got John's Model Making in saying, "Evening, Kev, Mark, and all in chat." Evening, John.
Hi, John.
John. Lord Peter Wilson says, not seen you both since last year, LOL. You can actually say that, can't we?
Yeah.
I can actually say I moved into this house last year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do not move around Christmas time. It is a night.
We moved into here in 2016, and it was November. It was a week before. It was the last week of November, and it was like you're saying. It was yeah.
We moved in here in the middle of a storm. Would you believe it? We moved in.
Yeah.
Where we lived before, you wouldn't have any adverse weather. It was, hardly ever snowed, hardly ever rained or anything, always windy. It was dead with weather. But we're up high here now, and we get everything. So it was fine from when we were loading, but when we were unloading, that were an absolute nightmare. So at one point, we thought the door of the van was going to come off because it swung that fast.
Oh, no.
And hard. We were like, oh, gosh, that's a deposit down the pan, but luckily everything was okay. So don't move before Christmas. Next, we've got Go For It in Painting, says hello. So hi, Go For It. And Spider Sprue says, got the lift on the Eiffel Tower coming. That will have its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Buckman's Model Mania says, what the heck is going on here? We're just having a laugh.
Don't know. Where we going?
I don't know. Wherever it takes us.
Yeah.
So Buck says, hey all.
Hi, Buck.
That's on yours, Kev. And then he says, hi all on this channel. So that's on mine. So hi, Buck. Hope you're well.
So he's switching between the two.
Yeah. And then we've got David Phillips says, evening, gents. So evening, David. Welcome to the stream.
David.
And then we've got Neil Radcliffe in saying, Buenas tardes, Mark, Kev, and all in chat. Buenas tardes. What language is that? Is that Spanish? Is that Spanish? I can't work out what language that is. No. I never did languages at school. I couldn't even understand the English language.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't even understand English sometimes.
Peter Webster says, I'm still waiting for Lancaster to come and got an email saying the ET on the way. Wow. So the start. Yeah, the ET should be getting to people pretty soon, I think. I think it all started shipping out before Christmas. So should really start coming through now. But I don't know where it's coming from because obviously Fan Home, D'Agostini, they have warehouses in the UK and in Europe, and some of the stuff comes from the different warehouses. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's when does the Skyline then?
That should, I think we should start receiving the first box in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to say definitely we should receive pack 1 before January, before the end of January.
Right.
So I would say within the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll get notification or we'll get it. So yeah.
Right. Fantastic. Next we've got the Mr. Sausage Roll Man, Ron Hettam says hi all on panel and in chat. So hi Ron.
Hi Ron.
Just trying to go down. Right, we've got loads of Peter Webster says I need to start building my new desktop so I can go live.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't build another one. I am sick and tired of this now. I would not do another one. And it's amazing because you think, right, I'll just do an hour, and then 3 hours later you're like,
still doing it.
Yeah.
Where's
that time gone? So next is that's me putting in the link for Horlick's channel. So please head over there to Horlick's. And Horlick says, thanks, Mark. I can't wait. So yeah, it's going to be a good build. Really good build.
Yeah.
Ian says, anyone know when Lancaster starts to ship for subscribers?
Well, I was told when I approached and said what was it all happening, they said obviously issue 2 comes out obviously this week, this Wednesday. They said that most subscribers should receive their packages before issue 2 is in the shops.
Right.
But that obviously that relies on raw mail.
Yeah.
So it depends on how reliable they are in your area, or how reliable the system is at the moment. Because we just finished Christmas pressure. There's a lot of packets in the system, so maybe it's taking a little bit longer than it should. But the plan is to have it before. You should have issue 1 and 2 before issue 2 is in the shops, or when issue 2 has just got in the shops.
Right.
That's what tends to happen. But remember, you're getting 4 issues every month, so news agents will be ahead anyway of the whole build. So because obviously some months there's 5 weeks, and remember you're getting 4 not every 4 weeks. You're getting 4 every month.
Yeah.
And I think there's 2 months in a year where it's 5 weeks. There's a 5-week month. I know. Yeah. I think November's one of them. And then obviously you got to think as well. Bank holidays mess up the system as well, and everything else. So
my own personal experience with raw mail hasn't been great over the festive period. I will say that.
Right, it's awful.
I obviously I paid to have my mail redirected, so I didn't lose anything. And they've lost a couple of items that I've had to get redone. One of them, I set it up to be redirected on the 9th of December. I gave them a month's notice on that, and they still delivered a package to the previous property on the 13th, and that was from Fan Home. Because Fan Home and Diagostini, they now track their deliveries. Yeah,
I've also noticed Hachette do the same as well now. So I've ordered the back issues from Hachette, and the day I've had them delivered, I got an email from Royal Mail saying your package from Hachette will be delivered, and they've never done that before, so that's all new.
Yeah, I've noticed. Agora started doing that. They started giving you an email that it's been dispatched and should be delivered by a certain date. And now we're getting the same with Diagostini, Fan Home, and Hachette, which is great.
I think why is because the Royal Mail system changed. So if you notice when you get a letter or a packet, there'll be obviously the stamp will be printed on, but there's a little QR code on it. That QR code is tracked.
Yeah.
And every parcel now has that. It even has it on letters as well. So the new stamps on letters, they have a little QR code. When they go through the system, they all get scanned. So even if you don't pay for a tracked item, they're still trackable.
Yeah.
And I think that's what these companies are now playing on. They're like, hang on a minute, we can send it as normal post and it's still trackable. So I think that's what's happening.
Which is great because, I mean, in the days of Eagle Moss, they used to send you something and goodness knows when you would get it.
Yeah, it's a security thing on their end as well, because I think they lose out quite a lot of money where people are saying they haven't received stuff. Now they've got proof that they can go, hang on, you have actually received it because Royal Mail said they've posted it. So,
to be honest with you, I mean, I think a good kick up the backside was needed in a lot of them by saying there should have been an online portal where you could check your orders, you could check your deliveries, you could see what was going on. And I think back when Eagle Moss was around, people were crying out for that because, we all know the thing of Eagle Moss would take payment 2 weeks after taking a previous payment and send you, and they were in their own time zone, where now it's a lot better where you can check these things and you can track them, which is brilliant. Now we can keep an eye on the online accounts for subscribers.
I think Fan Home Eagle Moss were in the process just before it collapsed. I think they were in the process of doing their own portal system, a bit like Fan Home and everywhere else. But obviously it collapsed before they could bring it out. But it was definitely lacking.
Yeah.
And it cost them money. It cost them money at the end of the day. It cost them money to chase this and to post out stuff and replacements, and so it was costing them money not doing it.
I do think though that I think they're wasting a little bit of money. This is just my opinion, by having a portal for Diagostini and having a separate portal for Fan Home, where could you combine it under one.
I think you could, but I think a lot of people would get confused because lots of people still get confused now. It's one of the things that in the group at the moment, people are saying, "Oh, I've had a deduction come out of my account for Fanhome, but it says D'Agostini."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Well, that's because they're the same company." He goes, "Yeah, but I'm ordering it from Fanhome, not D'Agostini." So I think keeping it separate is a little bit simple. It's like a simple process. So if you're collecting stuff from Diaga, it's Diaga and Fanhome.
It is, but when you get an email to say that your item's been shipped, sometimes that item is from Fanhome, but the email's off D'Agostini.
Yeah, and there's confusion between the two because the two are the same company. There's a bit of a confusion there as well. I just want to pick up quickly on that. I've had some people contact me saying that they've had an email from Fanhome saying that stuff has been shipped out for stuff that's already been delivered. That is because there was a problem, I think, with the system where it wasn't updating. So stuff was sent out and posted, and the system hadn't updated. And then what's happened is they've all gone back and it's updated, and it's then sending out emails on packages you've already received because they were sent out before the system caught up over the Christmas period.
Right.
So, I have had people say, "Hang on, I've had an email saying it's on its way, and I've actually got it here." And that's the reason why. So,
I think a case of it, if it's a new system, then they've got to get all the bugs
I mean, I got my pack 18 of the Knight Rider, but I didn't have a message come from Fanhome for a what? Well, I didn't have a message at all. Nothing was sent to say it had been posted out. So, but it's now said posted out on my portal, but it didn't at the time I received it because there was a problem there. So so even if it says processing on the portal, it might mean that it's actually been sent out. So you might receive it even though it's not down on the portal at the moment. So
okay. D says, yes, I've accepted. I don't know how many I had to do on the Facebook group. Yeah, it has gone crazy as that Facebook group. And I would normally be in there accepting as much as I can, but when my computer wasn't set up, I just couldn't really do it. But D is a fantastic moderator, and
when I'll get some notifications too. But by the time I've gone on there, they've already been accepted. So like someone's on the ball.
I wake up in the morning and look on my Gmails, and I'm thinking, what the heck is all that? People coming in. Spider Spruce says done. So yeah, he's thank you for subscribing to Horlicks.
Cool.
Right. Lord Peter says, watch Wayne doing the LaFerrari. It looks sweet. Yeah. As long as it's not like the Ferrari F40, we will be okay.
Yeah, lots of people had problems with that, didn't they? Panini, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think it was one of the worst builds at the time. And then I think, didn't COVID hit and people didn't get any parts for about 8 months? Yeah.
There was problems there. Did you see the pictures of the Ferrari Transporter I sent?
Yes, I did.
It's near enough. I think someone now has completed that build and they've done a little video on it of it starting up and lighting up. Yeah. It looks really good, actually. I've got to say, it looks really nice.
Excellent. Ian says, not only is Horlicks helping us, we have Ed Hughes doing the Aventador.
Yeah, I see that today. Yeah.
We've got David Bassett saying, good evening, Mark and Kev, and all in chat. So, evening, David. Thank you for coming along.
David.
Everyone's saying hi to David. Everyone's saying hi. Spider Spruce says, don't forget the thumbs up. Yes, please. It's really going to help my YouTube algorithm at the moment because it's not doing the best.
Mine, like I said, I think I said, like they've done something because I remember a couple of years ago when I stopped doing them over Christmas, the algorithm stayed the same.
Yeah.
But over Christmas this time, I didn't do any videos and the algorithm went down. And I was like, that's never done that before. I don't know what happened there, but mine went down slightly, but it's gone back to normal now since I've started doing videos. So
yeah, mine did the same. Mine went right down low, but I can understand that if there's been nothing coming out on my channel at all, apart from this show, really. So,
yeah, I've been doubling up on my videos this week to catch up. Still got to do a lot of catching up. So I should be caught up by the end of the week, I'm hoping.
I've got marathon build to do when it comes around to it. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to that because I can just build away. There we go. Ian's put in the link for the ship's hull assembly cushion.
Cool.
So thank you for that, Ian. And we've got David Bassett says, have liked on both your channels. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
David Bassett says, yes, the end of 2023 was not good for me. Lost my dog and a very dear friend suddenly just passed 4 days apart. Then just before Christmas, I went off-roading over a big roundabout. Don't ask, LOL. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Oh, gosh.
Just hoping 2024's bigger and brighter. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, which I think a lot of people are going to like from various companies.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And obviously, we just had the pre-order for the Lotus Spree as well. It's gone up. We've got the Apache to look forward to.
Yeah.
Loads of builds to look forward to. Something that is being trialed. Remember, we're still in that trial area for Hachette. So they are trialing on Wednesday. A new trial starts. I don't know if anyone collects Warhammer or anything like that, but there's been 4 collections out through Hachette for the Warhammer series. It's been massively popular for them, but they are testing a new one on Wednesday called Combat Patrol. That starts on Wednesday. That's only a test though, but normally the last 2 ones that they've done, they've tested around this time, January, February, and then they've released it in September. It's been a really quick turnaround. So a lot of people think that's what's going to happen again. So if you're into your Warhammer and you already collect Stormbringer, which is out at the moment, there's going to be a new one called Combat Patrol.
Yeah,
so,
Warhammer's just no.
Yeah, it's bigger. I've been into Warhammer since 2001, and it's huge. You don't realise how big it is until you go to Nottingham to their factory, their warehouse, and it's huge. And then when you go to the tournaments as well, it's massive. It's huge.
Oh, Kev, you'd love it in this town. We've got an official Warhammer shop.
Yeah, most towns have. We've got a Warhammer here in Hemel, but there's like there's loads of them about. But yeah, they're great. They're great for getting stuff. If you're doing like miniature dioramas or you're doing stuff for Model Railway, they sell stuff like that. They sell scenery and grass and all that sort of stuff. It's quite good to go in and buy it. So
I looked through the window and went, no, no, not.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No. No, because I've seen pictures on Facebook and stuff of people collecting Warhammer, and it's just like, just give them the money.
They are incredibly expensive, and they've just put out a new scale as well, which is micro size. So they're always testing new stuff. So
right, okay. Peter Webster says, can't wait till this month's finished as new windows, kitchen fitting and building work all due in the next 4 weeks. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we had a nightmare with our kitchen and bathroom. They're all done now. They look absolutely fantastic. But I said this to the building guys. I said, it's not the fact that it's the process of getting it. It's not the fact it looks nice. It's the fact of what's happening during it, and it's just a bit of a nightmare to get it. But we're happy. I hope it goes all right for you, Peter. I hope it goes much better than mine did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Steve131 in saying at Smarts Modz, Saw and John builds iconic military. You got your Bismarck back. You're all going to do a welcome home video. Yes, it is. It's actually this shelf here. It's on that shelf. But I haven't managed to do any recordings because sort of John brought it to me, and I saw it all working and everything, and then it was like, right, I've got to pack that away. It made it through the move. Nothing broke on it. Actually, I only had a couple of breakages in the move, which I'm really chuffed with, really. The one that I thought would break, well, 2, was the Bismarck, and that was fine. And the other one, I thought the Rossi wouldn't survive much of it, but only one thing broke on that, which kept breaking on me every time I moved it. So I think I was lucky in that one.
Lucky, yeah.
So yeah, I am going to do a video on it. I just need to get the power mod from Ian. I need to wait for the bank account to come back to life after Christmas, then to get the power mod from Ian. It doesn't help our washing machines decided to break, and now we need to go buy a new one. That normally happens before Christmas, not after Christmas. So yeah, not the best. Not the best start to the new year. The washing machine breaking.
Yeah.
So, D Harris says, Mark, yes, it's Spanish, right? Thank you, D. I wasn't too sure on that one. And Lee's on your channel saying hi, Kev. Big thumbs up. So,
cheers, Lee.
Buck says, haven't heard anything of shipments for ET here in the States or a sub page for the Batmobile.
Yeah, the page doesn't go live yet. I think we already had a date for it. I think it's the 12th. I can't remember. It was posted on the Fan Home customer service page. If you can bring it up, it says that it officially, I think it's the 12th, it officially goes live for both the US and the UK to sign up.
Right.
I did post it in the Batman Facebook group. But yeah, it should be live. I think it's this week.
Nothing on there yet. On the Batman.
No, go. Are you able to go on the Fan Home customer service page?
I can try.
If not the Batman Facebook group, the Batmobile Facebook group that I set up, it's on there.
Let me have a look. I've got the Batman Facebook group. That might be easier. There we go. Batmobile 1966. Right, Batmobile 1966 update. The pre-order page for UK USA is set to launch on the 10th of January.
Right, so that
confirmed now. So keep an eye out for the page to go live. So, yeah.
What's that? Wednesday. That is. Yeah.
8th,
yeah, it's the 7th today. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay.
So there you go.
Says, E.T. might not arrive as he wants to go home.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I'll do is while I'm here, I'll put a link to that Facebook group in the chat, and then people can join and get all the updates. So yeah, so ET might not arrive at once to go. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Holic says would love to do the Skyline. Might do after the VW. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. It was still available. So yeah.
Yeah. John's Model Making says Lancaster processed on the 5th of January. So that should be coming out soon.
Yeah, because they're very quick. So yeah, you should receive it, I think, soon. Sometime this week, maybe, yeah.
We've got DS Models in saying hi, Kevin, Mark. Hi, everyone in chat. Everyone watching. So hi, DS. How are you?
Okay.
Peter Webster says there was a lot to do in 108 to 112 of the VW build. Lots of screws and parts. I'm looking forward to it, though. I really am, because that should end this year, the camper van.
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit that finishes this year. My Knight Rider should finish this year. The Alien, Doll's House.
Yeah. Eddie Stobart should finish this year.
Yeah, the Eddie Stobart will finish this year. There's a few that finish up this year.
Yeah.
So I think it all depends on when people collect it. The Enterprise D will finish up for a lot of people this year.
Right. So,
yeah, March, April time. Yeah.
End of a journey on that one.
Definitely.
Ian Campbell says, I'm keen to get started on the Lancaster to see if it warrants a builder stand. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I might send you something I've got, Ian, that I found as a free 3D print file that you might be able to do something with. So I'll send it you after the show if I remember.
I would imagine it'll be very much like this Spitfire build. So you'll probably build sort of the fuselage and then the wings different, and then it'll have to be supported somehow, won't it? Like it was with the Spitfire.
Yeah, we've got a cardboard base for the Spitfire.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that you'll probably get a cardboard base again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Book says the Moomin build messed me up this month. Been receiving 4 a month for the last year, and suddenly they shifted it to 5 a month. I knew it was coming, but I forgot. I must be getting old.
Yeah, they're shifting a lot of the builds now from the 4 to the 5. It's commercially better for them because it means they're saving on postage and stuff like that. So
yeah,
and I think there's been a call for more parts, haven't there? Lots of people have been saying that they want more parts to build each month, and they don't like waiting. This is part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Webster says, I get emails from Hachette now when packs are en route.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From Royal Mail, yeah.
Book says they just updated here in the US. I got emails for packages I have received. The new email shows USPS where the old one showed I think that's FedEx.
FedEx. Yeah, FedEx.
So yeah. Holic says, yeah, I hadn't had that the other day with the VW, the delayed email.
Yep.
Then we've got Kenneth says, Kevin and Mark are great role models. I just bought the IXO collection of the full kit of the Subaru Impreza today. Wow.
Nice.
Very nice build.
Yeah, it's one of the, when I remember in the 90s, it was early 2000s actually. I think it was one of the cars that I think a lot of people wanted. Everyone wanted a Subaru Impreza. Everyone.
Yeah. And then we've got W.A. Blinker in says, hi guys, just wondering if the hatch works alien, the Hachette works, Hachette part works alien is worth making, as I've heard of quality issues that keep up, keep up the great work. Sorry for reading that terrible.
Well, there's the legs.
You're the best one on that one, Kev.
Yeah, there's the legs. Look, it's not the best build. I'm going to bring it straight, right? It's not the best build. But once you do build it, it's one of those builds where you're pulling your hair out. I mean, look, that's what happened here. You pull your hair out, but once it's done, it's beautiful. It's the same bit like with the DeLorean. You know, it's one of those really frustrating builds, but when it's finished, it looks awesome. And as you can see, the tail, we've seen the tail on the video. I'm nearly finished now, really, to be fair. So if you're worried about the silicone parts, that is just the legs, the hands, and sort of the pelvis.
Yeah. Everything
else is plastic.
Also, I would advise maybe getting shares in a glue factory while you're there.
Yeah, you would need a ton of super glue, cable ties as well, because they work something beautiful. But if you go with the cable ties and a decent super glue, you should be all right. You should be all right.
Kenneth says, are you and Mark, would you do a poacher model build ever on your channel? I'd love to do one, but it's affording it. You know.
Yeah, I don't know what they've got planned. They don't. I think they only seem to release a build every year, don't they? They don't tend to go a bit nuts. And all the releases that they've done so far hasn't really excited me. Let's say.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Margate, it's called the Wonderworks now, but when it was back as Hornby Visitor Centre, there was a museum in there already, and there was a poacher museum in there of all the models that they've ever done, and it's amazing actually to see how many they've done over the years. I didn't realise there's a lot like an Iveco truck in there. There's loads of stuff I think they could re-release easily. Yeah.
We've got Will's Workshop in saying, what are your thoughts on the Lotus in sub-only mode? Unfortunately, that made it a no-go for me. Yeah,
we brought it up on the last live stream, last year. Yeah. And I said they missed a beat, really, not offering both versions. I've obviously understand why they only done the sub one. It's more iconic. It's one of the ones where I think a lot of the companies, when they produce 007 models, they use that model instead of the car version. But I did say a little bit, they missed a little bit of a beat by not offering you could do both, because it still has all the interior. All the interior's the same as you would get in the car. So, the covers on the On the wheels, I think they would be easy to click on and off. The covers on the windows, on and off. The only thing I think they would struggle on, I think, would be the propellers at the back and the motors and the rudder and stuff like that. Where I think they would. I think that's where they went. I think they must have said, do we offer it the car, or do we offer the sub? And I think most people think of it as the sub version, so that's why they've gone for it. But I did say on the last stream that they missed a beat really with not.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought they missed a beat by not making the Optimus Prime be able to transform.
Yeah, well, that's because of Hasbro. Hasbro are the only ones allowed to do a transforming robot. Now, someone did bring it up and said that there is a robot, like an animated one, you can buy, and it transforms itself. You must have seen the videos for it. It opens up. Yeah. Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's different from what Hasbro bring out and what they produce. And that. I mean, I've got a Hasbro Optimus Prime here that transforms, but I have other ones that are done from 3.0. Like they're statue models because officially Hasbro are the only ones to do transforming robots. So
yeah,
that's why. I think if they were allowed, I'm pretty sure Agora would have done it as transformable. But yeah.
I will read this one out because I think Will's right. He says it's so annoying as it was so anticipated.
The 007, yeah.
Yeah. So
it is. I think there's going to be a lot of uptake for it, and like I said, it is a bit of an iconic scene and stuff like that. And sometimes you have to judge it. I mean, we've said this before with certain things. They've had to judge the best way of approaching a model and which way they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these things it's down to cost.
Yeah, everything's down to money. Look, money. It's the only thing that makes the world go round.
Okay. David Bassett says, you're based in Hemel Hempstead, Kev?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Rainy old Hemel.
Bergie says, I was going to catch up after Xmas. My tooth infection said otherwise, and I lost one of my cats. Didn't even have a chance to edit 2 videos I've recorded already. Still recovering. We'll get well soon, Bergie.
Yeah, I hope you get well soon, Bergie. Yeah. I know what a toothache's like, that's for sure.
Yeah. D. Harris says, we have a Warhammer, and I will continue to do what I always do. Walk straight past.
Yeah.
Says, I really wanted the Lotus, but it's a no-go for me at this time. Too many better builds out there. It is a bit of a disappointment for me.
There's a lot of good builds coming out this year. There's going to be a lot of happy people with what's coming out from various companies. So
we've got Building with the Boys, Scott in saying good evening, gentlemen. Hi, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Lee says he's got both streams on.
Good.
David Bassis says, I'm in Aylesbury from tomorrow. The Arriva Route 500, Aylesbury to Hemel, is being renumbered X5. God,
that's right. Yeah, I go to Aylesbury all the time. My dad lives in Aylesbury, so they're all renaming. You know what they do every year? They rename all the bus routes and changes and all that sort of stuff, and that's one of them.
Yeah. Horlick says, we'll have to get together, Mark. We still have the part work upgrades voucher to use between us. Oh, yeah, forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We won that. We came, I think it was 2nd or 3rd in Wayne's quiz, not last year, the year before. So, yeah.
Oh.
There's me with the link to the Batmobile Facebook group.
Yep.
Dave Mack says, I think Harshett should put all the cranes for the Titanic in one issue instead of getting them one at a time, just to get them done and out of the way. Yeah, it's a bit like the lifeboats, really. They should have done that.
Yeah, see, I saw John building one, and it looked like a bit of a fiddly job.
I haven't done them yet. I've got them. I've got the issues. I just haven't. I think I've got 8 issues. No, 7 issues to catch up on the Titanic. So, Yeah, I'm still working. I scanned all the magazines and got it already, just not got around to it yet. So, WA Blinko says, thanks, and yes, I am worried about the silicon on the alien build.
Yeah, there is. It's weird because with things like latex and silicone and stuff like, it's got a lifespan. All that sort of stuff has like a lifespan. It does seem pretty durable though, but yeah, it's the. I mean, I will do a final video on it, and I'll show you the movement, and that's very limited. But it looks the part. Let's put it that way. It looks the part.
Yeah. Peter Webster says, does anyone know what the scale the German Hachette Loco build is?
I think it's 120.
Right, I have no clue.
One. Yeah, I think it's 120. I think it's the same. I think it's the same scale as the Route Master.
Yeah. John's model making says the Agora Lotus Esprit stand should be transparent. The black is off-putting.
Yeah, I saw that, but they do transparent display things that I think you could easily buy one and stick it on there.
Or it's quite easy actually to 3D print using clear resin.
Yeah,
a replacement part for it. We've got a model citizen in saying, have the DB5 now. Fantastic.
Cool.
Kenneth says, I'm on the last stage, 18, on pack 1 of my IXO collection full kit of the Volvo Amazon 122S. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it since I started working again after the Christmas and New Year's break. Wow. So, yeah.
Yeah. The Volvo, I was a bit of a... I remember when it first came out for IOX and the people were a bit sort of like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that would get released anywhere else. I mean, like I said, they've done Ladas before, Citroens in France, and they've never sort of transitioned sort of anywhere else. And so I was a bit surprised when they done the Amazon.
So our model citizens say must have the lot. So that's the James Bond cars.
Yeah. I said you would have to be. I think in order to get all the James Bond cars they're doing, you'd have to get a museum. I think because their plans to do well. I think they plan to bring out 2 or 3 Bond cars a year. So yeah.
Ian Campbell says, send Kev £10 and he'll tell you what is coming. Book says, what are your thoughts on the International Space Station from Diagostini? My thoughts, it looks really cool, but it is about the same size as the Revel International Space Station.
Yeah, I funny enough, I was looking at that myself. It looks really interesting. I think for normal modelers, like you're saying, the ISS one there, I can't forget that, but that one. But I looked at the instructions for issue 1 and 2, and I can't remember if it was you or someone else was saying that it's going to be a lot of little bits being put on. I think it was Wayne actually said that. And yeah, it's issue 1 and 2 are very much like that. So you get the command module, you screw it in, and then there's loads of little bits that screw up that like go on. I can see it being lots of plastic over die cast. It looks really interesting, don't get me wrong. It looks really like a nice build.
You know what though, I think sometimes the part work companies are missing a beat really, and this is my opinion on it. With Hachette, if it's going in the newsagents, you can buy issue 1 and 2 pretty cheap, and you can kind of get a sort of insight to how the model's going to be put together and what it's going to be like. So that then gives you the decision, do I subscribe or not to the model? So if all the power companies went, right, I tell you what, we'll release issue 1 and 2 in the shops, see what people want, and they can have a look at the magazines, they can have a look at the parts and have a little bit of a build, and then we'll go to subscription. So basically, there may be like Fan Home release issue 1 and 2 in the shops. People can go buy them for a little bit of money and then go, yeah, you know what? I want to build that.
and then some subscribe to it. Yeah,
and then subscribe to it. Why are we not doing that? Because
Eagle Moss did that. Eagle Moss released issue 1 of the Ghostbusters into newsagents, and they also did it with Eleanor as well, because I picked them both up and I did them both on my channel. And then obviously it was sub after issue 1. But you're right, if you want to get, they're missing out on lots of people, because there's still lots of people who collect stuff from the newsagents. So they're missing out on potential customers there, but it's logistics and everything else that comes with it.
I can understand, yes, doing it online and subscription only, but give people a little taste in the shops,
Yeah.
just that little bit of a, you know what, I'll pick that up. It's quite cheap, and I'll give it a go. And then maybe they get more subscribers. Maybe reach out to the wider market, but that's just my opinion on it. But I think they're missing the beat by not doing that, because I think, people might, it's a way of getting more interest out there.
Yeah.
Strange. We've said things on this channel before, on this show before, Kevin. Then next minute they're like, "Oh right, they're doing that now."
Come out. Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Ian said the voucher would have expired by now. Oh dear. And a Modz citizen says, "Any news on the new Agora members club?"
No, I don't know anything about that.
No, neither do I.
No.
So I'll have a look into that one and see what happens. Burgess says, "I'm getting better now. Swelling is mostly gone, but the antibiotics are messing with me. Dentist on Tuesday." Well, I have a fear of dentists, so
yeah,
I am not a fan of dentists at all, and my dentist knows about it. So yeah. But to the point that we can literally walk into reception and they'll go, "Right, go take a seat, Mark," and that's it. I don't have to say any more booking. They'll just know. W. Blinko says, "Would love a half-scale C-3PO to go with the R2." There was one, wasn't there?
There wasn't a build one. Hasbro brought out a half-scale statue.
Right.
That you could buy in the shop, in the toy shops and that. I think it was retailed pretty cheap. I think it was like £40 or something. And Wayne got it, and I think he modded it by lighting the eyes up.
Yeah.
And it's just a basic statue model that they brought out. They did loads of them at that stage. I think they did like Darth Vader and people like that. If you could, they're pretty old. You can still probably pick one up on eBay for pretty cheap, and it scales all right. Actually, it's pretty good in scale with R2-D2. Wayne did one.
I know because you took it apart and you resprayed it, didn't you? And then
Wayne took it apart. He resprayed it, and he put LEDs into the light, into the eyes, so it lit up. But yeah, it was like a bog standard half scale figure that they did. Hasbro.
Spanish Bruce telling the scale of the train.
Train. Yeah,
so that's 122.5 scale. Peter Webster says, "I'm off now. I'll see you next time. Good night. Take care. Also, take care,
later, Peter."
And then Will's Work says, "I hope the next 007 car is the Vantage."
I think the next one is the Die Another Day. I think it is the one with Pierce Brosnan in it.
Yeah.
It's his second film. It's the one where they're going across the ice.
Is that the BMW?
No, it's an Aston Martin Vantage, I think. And then there was a green one chasing him, and it's got rockets and stuff. I think they're bringing that. I know for a fact they're bringing out both of those vehicles, but I think the next one is the Aston Martin Vantage. I think that's what it is.
Okay. David Bassett says, "I would love some of these new builds, but I have my own part work at the moment. Just spent £95 on new alloy wheels, 75 new tyre, 145 on other parts, 305 rear beam, and 125 shock absorber and hub." Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Lots of money in cars at the moment.
That's why I don't miss having a car. Ian Campbell says, "Gotta go, guys. Pottery throwdown about to start. Stay safe. I'll see you soon." So, night, Ian.
See you later, Ian.
Spice Bruce says, "The train is 106 centimeters long, 14 centimeters wide, 22 centimeters wide. Coming to my channel soon." Wow, I'm looking forward to that.
It's a nice one.
Karen says, "Kevin, are you about to do a live stream gameplay of Skull and Bones pirate game out February 13th next month?"
No, right. I don't know. I probably will try and get a gaming video out at some point, but it won't be that one. I don't know what I'm doing yet with that. There's a few to start playing, so I'll just pick one and start it.
David Bassett says, "All for my 2017 Seat Ibiza. My son is fitting, Seat Ibiza. My son is fitting these for me, even if I have to pay out another £1,000 to get it fixed. A damn sight cheaper than what my insurance company estimated." Wow. So well, that's
I think they write off so much now.
Yeah. Spice Bruce says 22 centimeters high. Burgess says, "Another idea could be a sample pack of 2 or 4 issues." So yeah. Will's Workshop says, "I love the excitement of heading to the newsagents for my next magazine." Yeah. I mean, you
I loved it. I was very I was very hesitant when of getting subs when it all started like that, but obviously now I get them all the time. But yeah, I'd love. Who doesn't like going to the newsagents every week and picking up a magazine? It's great.
Yeah. David Bassett says, "What about a large-scale Little Nelly auto gyro from the 007 from Russia We Love?" I really don't know my James Bond vehicle. I really don't.
Maybe anything's possible. Anything.
Will's Workshop says that's TBD Vanquish, aka Vanish. Right. Steve Jones says, "Evening." Burgess says, "Oh, the Aston Martin Vantage and the green Jaguar XJ something."
Green Jag. Yeah.
Yeah, that ice lake was in Iceland. Wow. John Mullermaking says, "Time to go, night all." So night, John.
Night.
And D says, "Near an hour to get through chat. We need Julie on Sunday show, LOL." And then finally, I've got in, "I would like to do a Little Nelly. Did the auto gyro as a plastic kit, and it was a lot of fun to do." So yeah. Wow, that was a lot to get through.
Well,
a lot.
Yeah. And like you say, it took us an hour to do that. So yeah.
Oh, crazy. But it's nice it all coming in. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we'll be back next week. Again. This week, Julie's back doing the Doll's House on her channel tomorrow at 7. Tuesday, I think Geordie's doing the Titanic. And then I'm not sure for the rest of the week. I really need to get my planner back up and running. Because my,
normal week this week for us. No Optimus Prime though, because nothing's turned up. But I've got loads of stuff here. It's got to go on. So there'll be loads of stuff on the channel.
Right. So it just leaves me to say, I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev.
And we'll catch you all next week. Sunday, same time, same place.
Yep.
Bye all.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.